Hey friends, we're out here in the garage working on the Toyota Tacoma today, and my battery is starting to get a little bit aged. I want to do some testing to make sure it still has the right capacity and that it's not going to go bad on me. That's where today's product comes into play. This is the ANCEL battery tester. Now you can go get your battery tested at most auto parts stores. A lot of times they'll do it for free, but there is a big hassle involved, either with pulling a bad battery or a battery that's died and bringing it in, or pulling up close enough to the store where they can bring their testers out. Having one of these at home is so convenient. It's super budget friendly. And again, it's just a really nice tool to have. Now here's everything that is included in the packaging. Again, a small little box. You've got the main unit. Again, this does not power on unless it has some sort of charge connection to a battery. You also have a little slot over here, an older micro USB slot, and then a cable. That's just to connect up to a computer, I believe, if you want to print or download data. And then you have the instruction manual here. Okay, looking inside the hood here, you can see why I really want to do this test. This battery is starting to get aged. In fact, we have a lot of corrosion going on this battery tie down. And honestly, that's going to need to be replaced so this corrosion doesn't get worse. But it's a good opportunity again to test things. Okay, so let's do a test demo on this so I can show you how it works. Now, one of the things to note is that this does not have an internal battery. So in order to power it on and complete a test, we do need to connect our battery clamps. Now it's going to receive power from your battery, and that's what's going to allow us to read off of the unit here. Now this is important because you don't want an internal battery getting any kind of mixed signals for an appropriate reading on your battery. So we're going to take our clamps and we're going to put our positive clamp onto our positive battery terminal and our negative onto the negative battery terminal. And then as you can see, we immediately get our device powered on. At this point, we have a couple of options. We've got a quick test, we've got a battery in vehicle, which is really nice, as well as a battery out of vehicle. So you have some options. Now we've got our up and down arrows as well as our enter and exit button here. I'm gonna go down to battery in vehicle test. We're gonna click enter here. And as you can see, we have a number of different options. We can do a regular battery test, we can do a cranking test, or you can do a charging test. Let me exit out of this. We're gonna do a quick test up here today just to get our basic data. Let me hit enter here. Now, this is where you need to input the value of your specific battery. Now, this is a Duracell 27F battery, and according to the specs I looked up, it says it has 90 amp hours. So we're gonna type that in there. And again, if you need to use your up and down arrows, you can see that's how you're gonna change those specific numbers. And then we'll click enter. See, it goes into that testing phase. We're gonna give this just a moment. And we already have our data here. So as you can see, I've got a healthy reading at 100%. That's amazing to see. It's charged up all the way up to 95%. You can see we have all sorts of other good quick data to see. And then we got a really nice message down here that tells us, yes, you have a good battery. Now, these are some of the other specs you might see while conducting a test. You can see we have up here one that is good, but you need to recharge. We have a replacement. That's usually if the health is less than about 50%. We have a bad cell, replace, or we have another charge and then retest. So again, look for some different messaging on the device itself that will give you a whole lot of good data on where to go next with your battery. Or like our case, we've got a great battery. It's good to know we can keep using it as normal. Now this battery tester is designed for 12-volt batteries, but you can use it with a variety of different styles of batteries. So again, it's fairly versatile. So there you go, friends. That's the ANCEL battery tester. Again, a really cool little budget-friendly tool to have on hand. Gives you some great information, especially if your battery feels like it's starting to go bad. You want to test things yourself. If you're interested in picking up one of these, you can actually find it right here on Amazon. And then we'll actually put some links in the description box below. If you'd like to click on that and purchase it for yourself, helps out the channel using our affiliate link. Friends, thanks so much for watching. If you're interested in these little tool how-to videos, DIY tutorial videos, product review videos. We do a ton of that here on the channel. Subscribe, and we will see you again on the next one.